Welcome, everybody. Today I'm sitting here with Lee Cuevas Johnson. Lee is in Kentucky, right?
Union, Kentucky.
Union, Kentucky, and that's close to the big city where they have the horse race.
Yes, Louisville, Kentucky.
That's right, Louisville, Kentucky. Lee has a beautiful book out that I will link down below this video about the Kentucky Derby and a photo shoot she did there a number of years ago. If you love horses and you like horse racing, it's a great book. Lee, thanks for coming on today. We just want to talk a little bit about Project 52 and to let everybody know that's watching this, this is an ad for Project 52. So Lee and I will be telling you how great Project 52 is. And I'm going to let Lee introduce herself a little bit and tell you what she got out of the course.
Well,
Hi,
hello,
Lee.
my name is Ligia, but I go by Lee, and I do live in Union, Kentucky. I've been photographing for probably 20 years. Before I started with as a journalist, photographing for magazines, and then I started working with Dawn in commercial photography to improve my skills in commercial work. And since then, I took the lighting essential class. Also, I took the P52 class, which is absolutely a wonderful, wonderful workshop that you can take for an entire year for 52 weeks. And in the process of lighting essentials and P52, I learned more about the strobes and speed lights and composition and lighting than in any other workshop or classes that you can take. But the most important thing is that you do sessions with a group of colleagues that you talk about problems that you encounter, how do you do the assignment, and that is a tremendous value to the class because you really showcase your work, but showcase also your mistakes, and by doing mistakes, you learn a lot.
And I try to keep the assignments real world. Did you find that to be helpful?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because you start thinking about what the client wants, not what you want. Because we normally tend to go as artists, photographers who want to create art, but the client doesn't need that. The client needs their product showcase. So you think as the client. And I think that is valuable, very valuable to know, to put it on your head.
What was your favorite assignment?
I think I have two. The splash assignment was very good. I love it. It was a lot of fun. But also it was very difficult at the first time. I remember photographing on my kitchen in the studio and splashing the whole kitchen rather than the little glass. That was a lot of fun, and I spent about probably entire day trying to do it, and I finally mastered it the following day after cleaning the kitchen. Then I learned the red balloon was also one of my favorites because it seems simple, but it's one of the most difficult photographs to do. It's simple, but to make it that simple is very difficult. And I think for the artistic value, it was one of my favorites. The splash and the red balloon. It's a lot of fun.
It's interesting because both of those assignments were conceptual assignments.
Yes.
Not like take a pic. We have assignments like a coffee bar where you shoot photographs for a faux coffee bar. But this was more of you didn't know what the real end product was going to be used for, so you had to come up with a conception for it.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and to make it work. But We don't, both of those are fairly simple shots to do. All you just need a camera and a light, that type of thing. We don't do a lot of gear
Right,
uh, discussions. We talk about what works, how to make it work,
right.
and how to find solutions. Zhao said the thing that he liked about the class so much was that it didn't show you the
How
the
to,
way to do
yes,
it. It showed you how to figure out how to do
how
it.
to finish. Exactly.
Yes,
And I
yes.
think that is very important because we always, in every assignment, we don't know how to do it. We had to figure out, we had to do the problem solving uh, research and how are we going to light it, how we're going to present it, how is the client going to like it, what is the purpose of the image. It allows you to think if it's going to be in a magazine, if it's going to be in a postcard, this is going to be in a poster. And
And we
I think that is very important to know where the
and we do
image is going to be
briefs.
ended.
We do briefs. We actually give you a brief from just like you would get from a marketing agency or an ad agency or a direct client or promotional company. We give you a brief, and then that brief lays out the specifics of what they need, but that doesn't tell you how to do it. And we work the program so we're not throwing you into something that's just like you're flailing around, you don't know. So we build on it. But a lot of the pictures that in Lee's book here are from the class. We give real
Yes,
world assignments and you end up with a real world portfolio.
yes.
And
We got the
that,
food assignment, the coffee assignment, the coffee shop, the restaurant assignment. Um, what other assignments? We have the cutlery, photographing glasses assignments are extremely valuable. Um, Going after bakery, local bakery assignment, also very nice.
and I mix in a lot of business stuff into it, Lee. Did you find that helpful?
Very helpful, very, very helpful because we are surrounded by businesses. And sometimes we don't know what niche we want to go. So some people like to go for food photography, or maybe not. But maybe you find out that food photography is your niche because you can do it very well. You know,
You were a
I find out
people,
that I love architecture, so
yeah.
my niche will be going for architectural work. I love photographing uh, of cakes, and I find out that I can photograph very well cupcakes. So that's also very nice. I live in Kentucky, so the drink, bourbon and brandy niche is nearby me, so I photograph that too. So yeah, all these business experiences that we do as assignments is very good for us. Very,
Really,
very good.
really try very hard to prepare you for the business. And even though as much preparation as we do, 52 different assignments, your first assignment will not be any of those 52. It'll be
Right.
something else. And by the way I construct it, I want it to be that you're not lost, that whatever the job comes in, you like, I got this. I can
Yeah.
pull from what I learned here and what you already know what you're doing. A lot of photographers were shooting stuff while they were still in class, you know.
Yes.
So
It's true.
and Lee, you're a teacher. You're a full-time teacher.
I'm a full-time
So
teacher. Yes.
did you find this hard to do while you were teaching as well?
No, to be honest, no, because I'm lucky that I have the studio in the house. So when we have the class, at the beginning, maybe it was a little bit difficult, but we have a week to do the assignment. So perhaps when I started, it really took me, for difficult assignments, I would say, maybe it took me 2 days to figure out. By the third day, I was ready. So we do have time to do the assignment, even though I work full time. So,
being a
but no,
teacher, that's a lot of
I
hours
find
too.
it very rewarding and very satisfying to go after work. I go and photograph. I find it very rewarding and very satisfying, and it calms me down. It's almost therapy after a long day dealing with kids. But no, it's not difficult. It's achievable. I would not say that it's easy,
No, it's
but
not easy.
it's achievable.
Yeah.
That's for sure. It's
Yeah.
just a
I don't dumb
matter
it
of
down. I don't dumb it
doing it,
down.
you know? Yes. It's
I don't.
basically go and sit down and do it. Go
Yeah.
and study,
Yeah.
figure out, do
And
research, do a little bit of research on books, research online. There's a lot of resources there to try to figure out, and then do it. It's
and
a matter of doing it.
you're gonna screw it up now and then.
Yeah.
And then during the live critiques, you have peers, other people in the class, and you see what they did, and they
Yes.
encourage you in your work, and then you go back and reshoot it and submit it the next week. And
Yep.
generally
Absolutely.
people generally doesn't take a third reshoot. Generally, I've noticed that people get the critique, see what they can do better, go back and do it
Yes.
better, and ends up winning. So,
And I
all
think it's
right.
in the reshooting and redoing it again is when everything starts clicking.
Right.
It was just maybe modifying the light a little bit, maybe modifying the composition a little bit, but you already have it. But the reshooting is very important to me. I think it helped me a lot. The reshooting portion of life, reshooting is okay.
Right.
Cropping is okay. Cleaning the image is okay, because I came from journalism, but you don't touch it. Maybe you might crop it, but you don't touch the image. And here it's okay to touch it, it's okay to change it, it's okay to clean it, it's okay to move it away. I love it. It's tremendous class.
Would you recommend it to other people, even if they have full-time jobs?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And even if it's a full-time job, eventually this can become your retirement job, if that's the case. I know in P52 we have new retiring people who going for this as full-time, but you can also do as a part-time. I've been doing photographing for Concours d'Elegance already 3 years in a row. We photograph for Kingspan every summer on their summer events. I photograph for Habitat for Humanity, also the events. So it's achievable. You need to just manage the assignments as you go, and what do you want to do, and what do you want to achieve. But eventually, I've been putting together my portfolio. I have 3 portfolios already done. I've been doing books. So I might not be shooting for clients a lot, but I'm producing books. We already
Yes.
put together the Derby book. We put together the Niños book. I just finished, actually yesterday, finished my architectural portfolio book, and also my When Cars Were Pretty book. So I'll put all the images together. It's just a matter of assembling now. So even if you don't want to shoot for a client, or you don't have many clients, it works to do projects, personal projects, that I think also very important to have.
I totally am aboard that. You know how I am about personal projects. Love them.
Yes.
They are the lifeblood of your photographic business. Lee, thank you so much for coming out and chatting with me.
Thank you.
And I'll
Thank you,
see
Don.
you.
Thank you for inviting me.
I'll see you in
sign up for
the.
P52. Worth every minute.
Thanks, Lee. Bye.
Bye.